Hey guys, this is Miss Bell. I'm recording this video right after I got the call from the county that will be closed for the rest of the school year. Just to put a few things out at the beginning of the video. Number one, I don't really have a real purpose for this video. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Number two, tears may roll, but I'm gonna try to hold it in. And number three, I hope that it touches one of you out there because I love you guys very much. These times, it's very easy to get sad. It's very easy to become disappointed. It's very easy to become depressed. But I'm hoping that some of the things that I talk about in this video today will encourage some of you, and maybe you can take on a more upbeat persona. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the power of gratitude. There are a lot of things going on, as I said before. A lot of people are hurting. Some of you may be hurting. I'm hurting. But one thing that I've learned over the short life that I've lived so far is that gratitude will really take you a long way. Even though it's really easy to meditate or think about over and over on things that are not too good that are going on right now, I'm encouraging you guys to think on things that you are grateful for, to think on things that make you happy. So I decided that before I started this video that I would make a gratitude board. I'm going to list 4 things that I'm grateful for, and I'm going to share those 4 things with you. So here's my gratitude board. I am grateful for my family and friends. I'm very grateful for my health. Very grateful for my home, and I'm very grateful for my students, last but not least. So number one, my family and friends, I don't take them for granted because with the storms that passed through, there were many people who lost their lives across the South on Sunday night. So I'm very grateful that I still have all of my family and friends. They mean the world to me. They've been there with me through the high times and through the low times. As far as my health, I will never take my health for granted. I will never despise it or think that it's not important, because during this time when a lot of people are losing their lives, during this time when a lot of people are not in good health, I am so grateful that I'm still healthy. I'm grateful that I'm still living. Next thing that I'm grateful for is my home. And the reason why I'm grateful for my home is because when the storms passed through, I was downstairs watching a movie with my family, and we just heard a loud crash. The crash was so loud that I assumed that it was just really bad thunder. But when we looked out our window, within a few inches of our house was a tree that fell from the backyard into the yard. So it literally was inches from hitting my house, but it didn't. And there are many people that I know personally who have lost their homes. So I'm very grateful that I still have my house. And the last thing that I'm very grateful for are my students. That is you guys. And now I feel myself tearing up. This is why I saved you guys for last, because I knew the tears would start rolling when I started talking about you guys. But I'm very grateful for all of you, even the ones of you who used to drive me nuts. I'm grateful for you too, and I love you. But I thought that for the end of the video, I would do something very special for you guys, and that is just kind of like a walk down memory lane to talk about some of my best memories with you guys over this school year, even though it was cut short. And I'm going to try to come up with at least one positive memory for each class that I had. So that means that I have to have at least 4 memories because I have 4 classes. So my first memory that just, even when I think about it now, like it just cracks me up. My first memory that makes me laugh from my first core class, so Core 1 kids, you know who you are. When did we play basketball? I know you guys remember the basketball tournament when we did grammar basketball. And this was like, was it toward the middle or the end of the first semester? I don't even remember. When we did our basketball tournament where like I asked you guys all of these questions related to grammar, English. I think I even threw things in there about appeals, like logical appeals, emotional appeals. We did everything. Everything that we had learned out the semester, we had a basketball tournament. Anyways, you guys remember how wild you got. You were so wild that we almost had to shut the game down because some of you were screaming and banging on walls. Not good. But I think my favorite memory from Core 1 was probably toward the end of that basketball tournament when it started getting really heated, because at first, like, some of you weren't really into it, but then, like, as the game progressed, like, y'all started getting more and more competitive. Toward the end of the game, y'all started getting very competitive and argumentative, and it was just hilarious. I don't even remember what exactly was said or what happened, but it was just getting so heated, and it was so cute to see you guys get excited about educational things, because a lot of you said at the beginning of the school year, I don't like English, I don't like school. But if anybody walked into the classroom when we were playing basketball, they would have thought that all of you love school and love my class. So that's one of my favorite memories from Core 1. I don't know what you guys did, but somebody said something or did something that made me laugh so hard to the point that I started crying, and also to the point where I almost tinkled on myself. And I think that my first class is the only class, wait, there may be a tie with another class. My first class is the only class that would make me laugh so much consistently. So it wasn't just a one-time thing, but this was the hardest I had ever laughed in the basketball tournament. Okay, let me think about my second class. That, you guys know who you are. I love you so much. My favorite memory from my second class, I have so many good memories in all of my classes, so it's hard to just choose one. My favorite memory from my Core 2 class was probably this semester in January. I think it was like toward the end of January. It was after the death of Kobe Bryant. I remember that specifically because we were talking about Kobe that day at the beginning of class. R.I.P. Kobe. But I think I was in the hallway, directing students to class. Bell rings. I finally walk in, and all of you are sitting down with bowls of cereal on your desk. And I was like, am I saying this correctly? Are there really bowls of It just took me off guard, and I just immediately started laughing, and everybody was laughing. I was like, where did these bowls of cereal come from? And of course, our class clown in that class was the one who brought it. I will not say your name because we're on YouTube, but you know who you are. But you brought a box of cereal, actually probably a bag to cover 35 kids. You brought cereal to class, and someone else, it's like you guys coordinated it. Somebody brought cereal, somebody brought bowls, somebody brought spoons. I don't think y'all brought milk. I'm glad you didn't, because some of y'all are a little bit messy and I didn't want to be on cleanup duty. But that's probably my favorite memory from my second core class, even though I have so many good memories. It was just so random and fun. I didn't even get mad because it was just so random. And then I remember I went to my desk and I was about to say something, and then I saw that you guys also put a bowl of cereal on my desk. So how can I get mad at you guys for doing that? So that was probably my favorite memory from my second core class, the cereal day. As far as my third core class, you guys probably already know what I actually think I have two favorite memories from y'all's class. But my first one was when we were doing the skits on the different types of appeal. So we had logos, which is logic, ethos, which is credibility, pathos, which is emotion, and we were making commercials selling products based on one of those appeals or all of them. And there was a certain group that made a commercial about Extreme Burgers. I think they were like vegan hamburgers or something like that, or I don't even remember. I don't remember if they were actual hamburgers or vegetable hamburgers, but they were called Extreme Burgers. And toward the end of the skit, a certain student, once again, I can't say your name on YouTube, you did this actor voice where you're like, Extreme Burgers. And I don't know why, but I literally started laughing so hard that I started crying. I have to give two memories from my third class. That's one of my favorite memories, Extreme Burgers Day. Another favorite memory, it may not be y'all's favorite memory, but it's my favorite memory, was the last day before spring break. And if you were here, you remember this because y'all probably thought that Miss Bell had lost her mind, which I did because y'all lost y'all, so I lost mine too. We were supposed to be finishing a movie for the end of class. Any class time that was left, I said that we'll watch a movie since we had nothing else to do before spring break. And you guys weren't quiet, and everyone thought that we were about to watch a movie. I told everybody to get comfortable, sit down, cut the lights off, and all of you just kind of sat there, and y'all were still talking and being chatty. So of course, me being me, I'm not cutting the movie on until everyone's quiet and in place. You guys finally get quiet, and then I start the movie and then pause it. And then everyone's like, shh, be quiet. She paused the movie because y'all are talking. And then like everyone gets quiet, and then I just sit back and start working and grading papers. And then you guys look at me like, Miss Bell, what are you doing? Can you start the movie? I was like, oh, this is a movie. This is a movie that y'all watching. This is a movie that y'all deserve since y'all don't know how to be quiet. So y'all thought that y'all were gonna get to watch The Incredibles for the 15 or 20 minutes that was left of class, and you did not get to watch it because you weren't quiet. That's not really, it's a funny memory for me. Actually, I think a lot of you think that memory's funny because a lot of you were laughing when you realized what I was doing. I literally just had that screen pause, and I was like, this is a movie that you're gonna watch for the next 10 minutes. So you guys just sat in silence and stared at a frozen screen of The Incredibles 2. And I think a lot of you learned your lesson that day. As far as my last class, Core 4, ooh, child, y'all took me through. But my favorite memory from my last class was probably the day before Christmas break. So a lot of you probably remember this. The movie that the whole 8th grade, was it the whole 8th grade? No, it was the movie that the whole school kind of watched together because it was a half day. Ended early, so we had to come back to class, and a lot of you were just rowdy and riled up. We didn't really know what to do with you guys because the movie was supposed to end when the last bell rang. So I took you guys back to class. Some of you were drawing on the board. Some of you were talking, just doing random things. And somehow a game of The Floor is Lava got started. I don't know who started it, but for the last probably 5 minutes of class before the bell rang, the day before Christmas break, we played The Floor is Lava. So we would count down from 3, like 3, 2, 1, and then y'all would shout The Floor is Lava, and people would jump into their chairs and try not to burn their feet. It was really funny, very random. Probably not the safest thing, but it's over now. That's probably my favorite memory from Core 4. I had a lot of good memories with you guys over the course of this school year. And of course, you are my first group. So you hold a special place in my heart that no one else will ever have. I love you guys very much. I'm really disappointed that I'm not able to have a full school year with you guys. I was really looking forward to that. But I am grateful for the memories that we were able to share together. So before I end this video, I thought it would be nice for me to share a very special song that is dedicated to you guys, my students. A lot of you know I love me some Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder is my guy. Huge fan. I will meet him one day. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I will meet him one day. And one song that I love very much that he sings is called You Are the Sunshine of My Life. I've played that during class a few times in some of my classes. I even sung that on the first day of school because I remember in my first class, one student who wasn't even supposed to be in that class, he was in my last class, but he got lost, I think, and I didn't even realize. I was saying, all right, you guys can ask me any question you want and I'll try to answer it. And he said, and I think I mentioned earlier that I like singing, and he said, will you sing us a song? And the song that I sang to my first class was You Are the Sunshine of My Life by Stevie Wonder. So I'm going to sing that for you guys today. I also may throw in another song that talks about the sunshine because a lot of us could use some sunshine, happiness, and cheer right now. So I hope that you guys enjoy. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You may not know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll stay in my heart.